Welcome everybody, and today what I'm going to be showing you is show and tell how to make PJ's famous barbecue sauce. Okay, and I had posted this previous before that it is going to be a show and tell because I'm going to let you all in on the recipe for it. Okay, so I'm going to start with all the ingredients and we're just going to get started and we're going to make it. So watch carefully. First of all, I'm going to use 2 cups of tomato ketchup. Your preference, but I use these 2 kinds right here. One with salt, one not with salt, but organic. Okay? So let's go ahead and add that in there. We're going to add about 2 cups. 2 cups we're going to add in there for our ribs. And our ribs marinated for 4 days. Yes, 4 days. We're gonna do we're gonna do that one. I'm gonna add in this one, okay? All right. Yes, for about 4 days we had our ribs going. Yes, we did. Okay. Okay, we got our ketchup going in here. And then we're going to add about 3/4 cup of apple cider. Apple cider, we're going to use that. About 3/4 cup. That's what we're going to use. Okay. Kind of combine that together. And then we're going to add some chili sauce. Okay. And on this, we're just kind of eyeballing here. Just probably about 2 tablespoons. Okay. Stir that up. Okay, and then we're going to add in our Dijon mustard. About a tablespoon of that. Oops. Just eyeball it because it's there. About a tablespoon of that. Okay. Alright. Mix that up. Then you want to add some honey in there. About a tablespoon of honey as well. Okay. Now a tablespoon and a half of honey. We're doing that. Tablespoon and a half. Because we want our barbecue sauce, well, my barbecue sauce is sweet and spicy. That's how it's going to do. And then we're going to add about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, okay? Let's make sure we put about a tablespoon of that. Okay. Alright. And then we want to add some freshly squeezed lemon juice. We want to add that on there. So we're going to add about I would say a tablespoon of that. Okay. I just usually eyeball it, you know, for myself. Okay. Add that. Kind of mix that up going in here because I put this to heat. Okay. And then we're going to add a little onion powder. Okay. Just a few sprinkles in there. Probably a teaspoon. Okay. And then I'm going to add some fresh orange juice. So some freshly squeezed orange juice along with that lemon juice. So we're going to add about, I would say about a tablespoon of that. Okay. And then we're going to add some brown sugar. I have 1/3 cup of brown sugar packed. Okay. And I also add in organic pure cane sugar. About maybe I would say 1.5 tablespoons of that. So that sounds like a lot of sweetness right there. So we got to make it kind of peppery now. Okay, then we're going to add a little smoked paprika. I added a little of that in there. Just about maybe a teaspoon of that. That's the secret. Smoked paprika, organic smoke. Okay. And then we're going to add a little oil. I use canola oil, so I add about maybe a tablespoon of that in there. Okay. Give it a little swirl. I'm going to put it to heat. Then salt. I add a little salt. I am using light salt. Okay, that's what I use. And I put about a good teaspoon of that in there. Okay. And then the peppery, to make it like a, some pepper going on. I'm actually going to use a rub inside this my barbecue sauce, and I use blackened. It's with cayenne and lemon in here, and this is the brand Kinder's. I use that one. So I put a big teaspoon of that in there. Big teaspoon of that in there. And then we just put this to the heat. And you kind of want to go on the way and take a toothpick and taste. And I do put peppercorn in there too. I don't have it on there, but I have put peppercorn in there as well. So you want to put a few dashes of that. And you can also use white pepper too, which I use too. I use both. So both of them are in there. Yeah. Okay. Now that's how I make my sauce. And then I cut up fresh garlic. And that's the last thing. That's the last minute thing that I put in, because then I put it to the heat. Okay. And you definitely want to taste it along the way. So let me get a toothpick and taste. Okay, don't even see where it is. So we'll just grab we're just going to do it like this and taste. It's good. But it could use a little bit more brown sugar. See? Because just that little bit of teaspoon of this cayenne kind of burst it out. But we need to weigh it off a little bit. So we'll add a little bit more brown sugar, and then we're also going to add some water in there. And I say, because this is for the ribs, and I made a slab of ribs. So just for right now, just gonna, I used about that much. So now we're gonna go ahead and put it to heat, and then when I do, I'm gonna go ahead and put the garlic in, and when we come back, then we're gonna see what the consistency looks like. Okay, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.